Hi there, Thak from Thak Ironworks. Welcome. We're finally getting back to the chess set. It has been a while. This whole COVID crisis has wreaked havoc on our schedule. Anyway, I want to make a chess piece today, and today I am going to make a tribal mask. I've got a friend, his name is Nee. He's from Ghana, and he made this mask for me. He's done a few different sculptures for me. I've made some tools and stuff for him. So I really like that Western African tribal art, and that's something that I think has a very cool aspect to it. So that is what I want to do for a chess piece. I think I'll make this into one of the kings. So here's a mask here that I like. And then here's another one here, which I think is really funky. So I'm just going to try to morph some of those design elements together and come up with something with some sort of crown on there. I have only a really vague idea what I'm doing. I happen to have a chunk of copper, 1/4 inch thick, 2.5, 2 inches, something like that. So a big chunk of copper there. I'm going to do this one out of copper just for something different. Forging copper is quite a bit different than forging steel. It heats up very quickly, it's quite soft, and you can also burn it if you leave it in the forge. Don't pay attention. So it will just be a different sort of game plan as far as forging that out. So let's begin. All right, so I've got the copper at a red. You can just forge it at red heat. This was a rectangle, I just want to turn it more into a square to start out with. Copper feels so much different under the hammer. It's very soft and just moves differently. All right, so that is the basic shape I'm looking for. So I've got that really long, pointed, exaggerated chin there. Let me just pull up a visual reference here. So you can see I've just kind of roughed out a shape that I'm going to work with here. It's got kind of the Zulu shield sort of shape as well. So really going all sorts of African theme here. I guess what I'm going to do is figure out where I'm going to put the eyes on this. Something like that, which means the nose will be there, which means the mouth will be there. So now, as the copper is quite soft, quite a bit softer than steel, even while it's cooling off here, I'm going to start putting some features in there. Just grab some chisels. All right, so I'm just chopping through for the mouth, and now I'm going to flip it over, and we should be able to make out where that was happening there. I'm just going to go in from the other side. And I've just got, this is actually a dull, tiny little chisel here. It doesn't have to be sharp for this particular thing, and it's just shearing in there. This copper is so soft and nice to work with. And I'm just trying to push that out there now. What I want to do is push up this whole area now. How do I do that? He asked. All right, so what I want to do is push out the lips. So what I'm going to use is a rivet set, and I'm going to hold the piece up there and push with a rounded punch from the back and see if I can push material forward. And we're just doing this cold as the copper seems to move well enough this way. I just don't know if I can manipulate all these things. It's starting to happen. I think I actually want to get a little bit of heat on there to get some more movement there. All right, so I'm getting my cameraman Eric to hold things here because there's a little bit awkward between my thighs. Okay. All right, I'll get back to those lips and get them a little bit better cleaned up, but at least we've got them roughed out. Now I want to push out the nose, so I'm going to try the same tactic here. Okay. Okay, that did not go that well. However, we can fix it. All right, I think I'm going to move to the vise now and get this thing clamped in so I can get a little better purchase on this and do some cold work and see if I can rough out the rest of the features here. So let's move to the vise. All right, so into the process. I've been working cold here. I think things are starting to work hard, and so I'm going to pull this off and heat it up. I have now resorted to chasing, which I'm using a small chisel and actually removing chips here. So just trying to figure out how to shape this. And it seems to be working. This is different than forging. This is somewhere between the repoussé stuff that I do and forging sculpture, in that I'm just kind of carving this off and pushing things in soft. Having fun. Okay, so I've got basic shape roughed out here. I've certainly deviated from the mask that I had there. I was finding, you may have noticed earlier, that the eyes, I had started with the slanted ones like that, but now how can I say this racially sensitive? It was looking too Asian, not African enough. So I did a preemptive strike here and redid the eyes and made them a very surprised eye, just to try to get it less Asian looking. So I think I've got more or less the right shape now. I'm going to start working on the detailing with a lot of chisel work and punches and stuff like that. First of all, I want to make a crown out of this, so I'm going to play with some designs here, drill some holes, and then start chiseling some detail in. Let's see what happens. All right, so I drilled some holes, went to the bandsaw, cut out, did my little keystone or keyhole cutouts, and created this crown type shape here. Now I'm going to do some decorative chisel work. First thing I want to do is raise or push down the forehead here, being able to raise up the crown piece there, and then all kinds of different chisel work and stuff like that, and we'll just see if we can decorate this thing up. So now it's just kind of a free-for-all as far as putting as much decoration on this as possible. I just need to drop that forehead down. Okay, I think I'm going to call that. What I need to do now is, everything is very flat. I actually want to go over to the wooden stump and just dish this out, give it more of a curved shape like that. But I think I'll just leave the detailing on there. The thing came out very Indonesian as far as style, even with this up here, as opposed to the West African tribal that I was looking for. But I think it still worked well enough. It's just when you don't really have a set game plan, sometimes you deviate farther from your original goal than you would like. But let's just finish curving that off, and then we'll get a base made for it and see how this all comes out. All right, so I'm just going to get some gun blue on here and antique this, buff out the highlights to try to get a nice contrast on this. Let's see what happens. Let's do the back side. Okay, just put this in the water to neutralize it. While it's still wet, I'm just going to come in with some steel wool and bring up the highlights. The grand reveal. And that is looking pretty cool. Okay, as I said before, it kind of came out more to me with an Indonesian sort of flavor to it, even with the headdress and everything on there. But it's kind of how it plays out sometimes when you go in with not a real definite game plan. And it is always humbling when I step outside of my default style. So I was trying to go for this West African sort of tribal stuff, and it just, I don't think it just quite makes it. But at the same token, I think it is a very interesting piece and it has potential. And if I was able to do it again, I think specifically what I would do is group my facial features a little closer together, and that would have been truer to that Guyana sort of style there. But anyway, I'm just waiting for the base chunks to cool off a little bit. I'll get it mounted onto its base, and then we'll get some Eric to do a couple beauty shots. So that is it for now. I also just realized it doesn't fit. It's not even close to being to scale. Anyway, so that's it for this video. We're moving along on the chest pieces, a couple more to do. We'll be getting at those in the next couple of weeks, so please, if you have not subscribe and look back at our other videos in the 2020 chess set challenge. And we have lots of pawns coming in. There's a few more coming in. I think there's one coming in today or tomorrow. So we're going to get a recap video showing you what has been presented so far and what we still need from you people. Also, very new, our Patreon page is up and running, so if you feel you would like to support the channel, which would be very cool, head on over to our Patreon page. There will be a link, some here, somewhere like that. Anyway, check that out, and until next time, see you, Thak.